Before you can start downloading Qustodio, have the student log into their MacBook using their credentials. Then, after the student has logged in, click on the Launchpad and open up Self-Service. This is where you will enter your credentials. If you do not enter your credentials, you will not see Qustodio because only certain people have access to it. Press Login and scroll down and click Install. You will now get a message letting you know that a user account will have to be created to manage everything in Qustodio. Press Install, and the software should be installing in the background. You should get a pop-up message asking you to choose one of the following options. The parent should choose the first option if they do not already have an existing Qustodio account, or they should choose the second option if they do already have one. For this tutorial, we are just going to click I do not have a Qustodio account and press Next. And this is where they will enter an email address that they do know the password to because they will have to verify. And then for the password, just make sure that they enter something that they will remember. So once the parent gets to this screen, they should only select the number of children that have logged on to this specific device. And the reason for that is Qustodio cannot manage a username and password unless it's already been logged in. So for example, if the parent has 3 children but only 2 have logged in with their credentials, they should select 2 because the third child will not be recognized in the system. So for this example, we're just going to select 1 and press Next. Now the parent will be asked to enter the name of a child that they wish to monitor. So they can just go ahead and type in their name and press Next. So now the parent will select the year that the child was born, whether they're a boy or a girl, and an avatar for them. Once they've done that, they can press Next. The parent will now be asked if they'd like to hide Qustodio on this device. So if they do not check this box, they will see a little icon up here. If they do check this box to hide it, there will not be an icon. So that decision is up to you and the parent. Once you've made your decision, just hit Next. Now the parent will be asked to choose an account for their child or their children. And it's very important that they do not click on this Add New button. Instead, they should click on this drop-down menu and select the student's credentials. And then they should press Next. We'll get a message from Qustodio saying that they have 3 days worth of the Qustodio Premium account. After the 3 days are done, they will then be downgraded to the basic account. If they do need more information, this is where you would direct them to the Qustodio website. And then just click Next. After they've clicked Next, they'll get a message that says Qustodio has been installed. And then they can just click Next. So now they'll get a message that says Qustodio has been installed. So they can click Next. And then it's just some more informational screens where they can just hit Next, Next, Next. And if they want to start the tutorial, they can, or they can just click on this red X to get out of it. One important thing to keep in mind, though, is that they will not be able to access any student information or manage the student's account until they confirm their email with Qustodio.